My name is Chelsea Schafter, and I'm a registered nurse. I'm here today to speak to you about Senate File 4444, the Healthcare Employee Anti-Retaliation and Labor Act, and the importance of this bill, not just for nurses, but for healthcare workers in the state of Minnesota. I have experienced firsthand the struggle of making this decision between, do I accept this unsafe patient assignment, risk patient harm in my nursing license, or do I risk being given a scarlet letter per se by my employer, which could lead to me being retaliated against in a multitude of ways, up to termination, thus affecting my livelihood. In both scenarios, it's a lose-lose for the nurse. The employer I worked for promoted a culture of speaking up if you had concerns around safety, if it did not affect their bottom line. I have heard the concerns that this bill will lead to unit closures, delays in care, and increased ER boarding, all of which are occurring most days in healthcare facilities across the state without this bill in place. That is because the real fear instilled in us by our employers. As a registered nurse, you are required to wear a lot of hats, and with that comes a sort of expertise in problem solving and making it work. Those times where we cannot make it work safely, we need to have the ability to speak up, be heard, and have those situations addressed so we can do our work safely. We are asking for the onus to be placed on the employer to provide nurses with the staffing and resources needed to do their work safely, not use their judgment to unilaterally decide what is safe and what is not, especially when, per the Minnesota Board of Nursing, it is the responsibility of the nurse to advocate for the best interests of individual patients and provide safe and effective nursing care. We need to promote a culture where nurses can speak up about safety and be met with support from our employers, not retaliation. Senate File 4444 can do this. Nurses feeling safe and supported to speak up in their workplaces, which in turn creates a safe environment for patients receiving care. This is one way we can retain nurses at the bedside, because when you have more nurses, you have increased patient flow from the emergency departments, as there are units open, beds staffed to take patients, and nurses with the resources to provide complete holistic care every patient deserves.